What's up everybody, and welcome back to another action figure review. Today, we're checking out the Neca's Dark Turtle, aka Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series.
I think I liked him better when he was the meek, brainy one.
I'd say he's gone totally bats.
Better not, dude. Could be trademark infringement.
Trademark infringement? How low can you get?
This figure is featured in an episode titled Night of the Dark Turtle, and it's about Donatello putting on the cape and cowl to defeat the Shredder without the help of his brothers. This episode clearly pays homage to the Dark Knight, and Dark Turtle's got all the cool Batman gadgets too, not to mention the brain and the brawn. So here we have the front of the packaging with a nice window box so we can see the figure and all the accessories inside. We have the name of the turtle, Donatello, aka the Dark Turtle, and that's it for the front of the box. Let's take a quick look at the side here with another product shot of the Dark Turtle, seeming all menacing and looking like he's about to kick some serious shell. And here we have the back of the packaging, which I absolutely love. It's pretty awesome because we get to see a sweet product photo of the Dark Turtle with the cool wired cape that is included. It's very cool that we actually get the wired cape in this exclusive. Down here on the left, there's a little description of the Turtle franchise in general, not really targeted toward the Dark Turtle. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to have a little write-up of the Dark Turtle. Down here we have Collect 'em All featuring the Rocksteady and Bebop, Bunny suit, and the Scrag. Now these three are Loot Crate exclusives only, so you can only get them if you've subscribed to the Loot Crate. And onto the last panel of the packaging, we have another product shot of Donatello here, hanging from a cable, probably from his utility belt on the side of a building of some sort. We have that yellow and green, by the way, background, which is standard for all of these TMNT NECA animated series toys. That is it for the packaging of the Dark Turtle, aka Donatello. With that, let's bust him out of here and take a look. And here he is, everyone, our Donatello, aka the Dark Turtle. How can you not love this right off the bat? Look at how cool this action figure is, not to mention how badass the wired cape is, which we'll get to in a sec here, but he looks very similar to Batman, clearly paying homage to him, especially with those ears on the cowl there. It is very cool. I do like the colored eyes, the orange eyes, directly from the show as well. First off, the paint deco is what I noticed first, and as you guys know, with the toon line, there's that shadow play on the back half of the turtle you can see here. Now normally I hate it to death, don't like it at all, but on this figure it's actually really cool. You don't really see the shadow, which I'm a big fan of, and there's obviously no shadow on the black, and half of this figure is black, so there is hardly any shadow on here. That dark gray just kind of looks cool on the side here. I'm okay with that. It's those drastic differences in color, especially with the turtles, and the black line work sticks out and just pops on top of that gray, as you can see here. All the line work looks fantastic. And the purple itself, very nice deep Donatello purple. Now let's take a closer look at the utility belt. Look how cool that is with the little turtle capsule pockets, I guess you can say. Pouches, turtle pouches. Very cool, evil, mean turtle as the logo. That's basically how Donnie looks like when he takes his mask off.
Stupid masks.
Checking out his glove here, I do like how it goes into a little point back here. Just little details. Same with down here. Actually kind of gives it a Superman boot vibe with that little V down there. Looks very cool. I like the diaper. Now, I'm not a big fan of diapers normally, but this diaper is actually really, really nice, of course, because, you know, he is wearing trunks, so it only makes sense for this figure to actually be wearing a diaper like this, and it doesn't actually impede on much of his articulation and movement, which we'll get to in the later half of this review. But yeah, the diaper looks really, really nice there. It's nice and solid. It's not too rubbery and soft. It's actually more on the hard side. The belt looks really nice, this yellow here. Again, I love the turtle pouches, but the yellow all the way around looks very nice and vibrant, punchy. And the turtle shell itself, look how shiny that bad boy is. That looks very, very nice. Love the coloring there. You got your light brown and your dark brown in between the shell plates there. Taking a look at his face here, looks really, really awesome. I love how pissed off he looks. Now, he's actually quite angry in the episode.
Shredder's the one who turned you into a rat. Shredder's the one who tries to take over the world every week. Shredder's responsible for everything evil that ever happens. You know what a menace Shredder is?
It is on YouTube, so it's available for free to watch, so I highly recommend doing that right away. Now, the design of this figure overall is really nice when comparing it to the Ninja Turtles that Neca has released, like the Toon Turtles. I don't know, this turtle just feels really nice and complete. The movement, the articulation, the paint job, the art deco on here, the awesome wire cape. Look how huge this thing is. Now, it's all curled up earlier, but like, look how massive this thing gets. You know, you can just put him in a pose like this, like he's holding the cape, and you can imagine it. Obviously, it looks terrible like this, but look how cool that would be on a shelf when he's just holding his cape out like that, maybe flying or gliding through the air. Nice color on the back here, nice sew job around the wire as well. Really cool job with the cape. Kudos to Neca for including the wired cape. I wish more toy companies would include a wired cape, so I'm very, very happy and impressed with that. Now that we have the Dark Turtle figure out of the way, let's check out his accessories. Now, normally, as you guys know, Neca always comes out with a billion accessories for their figures, but not in this case. He has a pair of hands and this turtle ring, batarang, whatever you want to call it. That's it. That's literally all he comes with, and it's unfortunate. In the episode, he does have like a smoke grenade and this turtle ring, which he uses as like a grappling hook attached to a rope or a string. So I wish it came with a little string that you can wrap around his hand and whatnot. But let's actually, speaking of his hands, slap these bad boys on so you guys get a better look of how they look like on him. So here he is with the alternate hands equipped. Now, he does look really, really cool with them. I actually prefer them than the normal hands that he comes with, these gripping hands, because, well, he doesn't really grip onto anything, so you don't really need them, right? He can hold on to this turtle ring if you just slip it in his hand like this. Oh, there we go, and it holds on there, and it stays in his hand quite well. It doesn't really move off or fall out at all, so it's very, very cool. You can see how it looks like on the back side. His, I guess, left hand is a karate chopping hand, so he can chop the hell out of things or shake the hands of his enemies.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Good detail in them, as you can see. There's lots of line work in between the palm and the finger digits there. Same goes with the other hand as well. You can see all that fine detail in the hand. Now, before we move on to the articulation, I just want to show you guys the backing that he comes with, and it's very, very nice. It looks really cool as a backdrop, and I think this is a great display for him. Look how cool that looks. So that's about it for the figure itself and its accessories. Now let's go ahead and check out all of his articulation. Checking out his articulation, he is mirrored on both left and right, so we only need to check out one half of this figure today. Now, starting with the legs, he does have a nice forward kick, as you can see there. It looks really good. He could also kick backwards, not as well, not as straight. That is because his shell does get in the way. It's not so much that his trunks impede on that movement. He does have a nice double jointed knee. Look how wicked that is. I can't wait to pose him out with double jointed knee action. Looks so cool, just like that. And he does have a ankle rocker, so you can move it in all sorts of directions, up and down. You guys know the drill when it comes down to ankle rockers. He doesn't have a toe bend. I'm absolutely floored and in love with this guy that he doesn't have a toe bend. He doesn't have any rotation in the upper torso. That is because he has a big hunkin' shell on him, so he can't twist or anything. But you do see this upper chest cut here. He does have, I don't know if you want to even say a crunch, an ab crunch. He can't even really crunch him all that well. See that? I guess you can utilize that movement somehow, but it's not great. It's not the best, but honestly, it doesn't really get in the way of my enjoyment of this figure, not gonna lie. This is as far as you can move the shoulders. Now, keep in mind, when I took this guy out of the box, he was stiff, and when I was moving the shoulders, I thought they were gonna snap off. I did have to heat him up with a little bit of steam from my water kettle, so that's a little tip if you guys are having trouble articulating. Just a little steam, loosen up those loosen up the joints, and he'll be able to twist no problem. So back to the shoulders, that's as high as you can move them. He does have a great bicep twist rotation there. Works great. You can rotate it all the way around. He does have a nice single jointed elbow there. It also rotates, which is very, very cool. You get in all kinds of directional positions with it as well. And of course, he does have a wrist that you can rotate all the way around and move in and out. Last but not least, he does have a neck and head articulation. He does have a neck rotation on the bottom, and you can spin his head up top. Now, on the back of the box, there's the back of the box, and it says head compatible with Turtles in Disguise. Now, I don't have the Turtles in Disguise unboxed yet, but apparently you can swap them out and you can just pull his head off like that. It actually comes off quite easy and it snaps right into place. Bam. Now, when it comes to removing the cape, well, simply you can't. It's faceted to the figure itself, through the neck and into the chest, and the turtle emblem here, logo, pushes it in place there. You can't take it off whatsoever. Plus, why would you want to take off this beautiful cape? So that is it for the articulation on our Dark Turtle, aka Donatello. Now, he doesn't have that much articulation, but what he does have works really well, and I'm a big fan of it. He looks spectacular, and honestly, I have basically nothing bad to say about this turtle whatsoever. Now let's check out some other NECA figures on the market, and of course, well, they've got to be Donatello, because, well, you can't go wrong with Donatello. He is the man, or in this case, the turtle. So let's check him out. We've got the classic Donatello from the Toon line here on the left, and on the right here, we have the TMNT movie Donatello with the accessories pack swappable head. Let's swap in a Casey Jones from the TV show, from the animated line, so you guys have a comparison for human versus turtle. So really good height difference there with Casey and the Dark Turtle. Really love that. Actually, can't wait to have these two guys in photos together doing their own vigilante thing. That would be really, really cool if they ever teamed up. Actually, they even mentioned Casey Jones.
He was so crazed, he made Casey Jones look like a wallflower.
And lastly, let's toss in the reason why there is a Dark Turtle in the first place, the Shredder. Really can't wait to take some photos of these two facing off against each other. It's gonna be epic. I honestly love the way this Dark Turtle looks in the entire NECA Toon line. Alright everyone, thanks for checking out my review of NECA's Dark Turtle, aka Donatello. I'm a huge fan of this figure. He's actually one of my favorite in the entire Toon line right now. I think overall just because he looks very, very cool, and he's basically Batman, and Batman's the best. He looks absolutely awesome. The sculpt itself is fantastic and well done. The paint color is very vibrant and clean. There's no errors or mistakes on the paint job. The line work on this figure really pops on that gray suit, which I'm a big fan of. He has wonderful articulation, and let's not forget the wired cape. It is absolutely awesome, and sometimes all you really need is a Batarang, or in this case, a Turtle Rang. Alright everyone, thanks for checking out my review of NECA's Dark Turtle, aka Donatello. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below, let me know if you have this figure, if you've ordered the entire loot crate. Let's just talk about Ninja Turtles, the Dark Turtle down below in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're into action figure reviews. I'll be posting more photos of the Dark Turtle on my Instagram, which you can check out at Claudio's Collection, so follow me there for more content. Thanks again for watching, and you can catch me in the next one.